Dear MSNBC, ABC, CNN, and the other alphabet soup media that is trying to convince millennials that we should all be liberals. For your information, your reporting isn't fooling us. Just because I'm a female doesn't mean I love Hillary Clinton. While I appreciate that she's come to terms with her gender, I will not let a feminazi like her represent our gender as a whole. Some of us like to treat men like leaders. Some of us are willing to let men step up and do what they do best, while they allow us to step up and do what we do best. We have distinct, different roles. Some of us don't wish to sissify men. Rather, we like to encourage them and build them up, knowing that men who are bold and ready to lead, real men, are what our country is lacking, thanks in no small part to women like her. Just because I am an incredibly smart and tech-savvy individual does not mean that I am glued to my phone or tablet 24/7. Rather, I use the tools at hand to educate myself on history, current events, political process, and a plethora of other things that you would benefit from polishing up on as well. When you do, I think that you'll realize that there are many of us millennials with our heads screwed on straight, and I think you'll also find out that we are on to you. We are aware that a majority of the news media are driven by a political bias and political monies that have a deep blue tint. I may be part of a generation that's struggling financially, but I will have you know that we're not stupid. We know that your cronies on the left are the ones that are over-regulating small businesses to the extent that it's almost unaffordable to do business. And the "we'll pay for your college" garbage, that may buy the vote of a few people, but the rest of us are so busy working hard to buy the food, phones, federal housing, and who knows what else that the feds have guaranteed people, that we just laugh at the idea of being signed up to spend our money again on a different program. Sure, there are people in my generation who probably spend too much time in front of a screen playing video games and are far less mature than people of your generation were at that age. But let me tell you, that's a small, and may I say poor sampling of all of us millennials. A majority of us millennials are stressed to the max about the economy. We have children to feed and futures to chase. Of course there are young people who are apathetic to what's happening politically, but most of us realize that those people are pathetic and don't even have a grasp on true patriotism. Now I'd like to get one thing straight once and for all. The millennials answering the pollsters' calls are the young people living in their parents' basements with nothing better to do than to talk on the phone to pollsters about topics which they don't even understand. No matter what you want to report, there's a large contingent of us, and we are coming. We are coming to the ballot boxes, and we will be voting for a better economy. We will be voting for candidates who will strive for less regulation and more freedom. And we will be voting for those who appreciate our beliefs and defend the freedom for us to express our beliefs in our beloved country. Oh, and dear sweet media, we are flooding the internet with true reporting. We will only get stronger and more powerful and continue to push your ratings further and further down, because what the American people want is the truth. That's what they are longing for. So, will millennials show up to vote? Oh, you can bet that we will. And we will be voting our way right past the silly stories that you are reporting and wanting us to believe. I'm Trinity Lewis, and maybe your TV cameras should come to hear a little bit of truth from my kitchen table.